Yo, Briv, what's up? Can you guys hear me alright? What you guys saying? It's been a week already. Yo, what's up? Guys, I got a stiff back. I'm moving a bit stiff right now. Yo, duos, what you saying? Yo, Mohammed. Yo, Aksha. Gustavo. Guys, just spam some Gustavo in the chat. Come on. Guys, what does Gustavo even mean? Remind us. When do we say Gustavo? Hey, yo. Hey, guys, this kind of energy I want on my TikTok as well. We need to blow up our TikTok. Check this community. Guys, my TikTok is Neil Does GCSE Maths. You might be following me already on NeilDoesMaths, but you need to hit me up on Neil Does GCSE Maths. And just go on all the videos and just be spamming Gustavo, innit? And Lun Gang, of course. Lun Gang, come on. So we got Lun Gang. What we got? We got Gustavo. My guys. Gustavo. What was the other one? Oh, nice. Kaneka, I hear you. Nice. Guys, after every question, yeah, if I change slide, I just want you to spam nice. I want you to spam Gustavo and Lun Gang, innit? Hey yo, you guys are jokes. I can't believe you are joining me on a Wednesday afternoon. You want to smash the maths. Guys, we got to keep our brains active. It's very important. Lun Gang, Gustavo, nice. Yeah? Guys, how many of you were here in my last session? And if you weren't in my last session, how many of you rewatched my last session? And also, how many of you guys are new? So, we got loads of you were here last week. Hey, I love the repeat students. And then I saw in the chat as well, there was quite a few students who were new as well. New gang, come on. Hey, yo, if you're new, you can post new gang, innit? New gang, come on. And then if you're here last week, what can we say? You can post Gus, short for Gustavo. So if you were here last week or watched last week's stream, post Gus. If you're new, you can bang a bit of new gang in that. Hey, yo, we're half and half. I wish there was something that could measure how many Gus's there are and how many new gangs there are. It looks, I would like to say even, but there's a lot of Gus's. I think Gus is trumping right now. But next week, it should all be Gus, innit? Oh yeah, there's a poll. That's a good shout. All right, guys, I'm gonna do a poll. So, which gang is it? Gus gang or new gang? Guys, check the poll. There we go. Next week, I want it to be an overwhelming Gus gang, innit? But shout out to all the new gang coming in to learn some maths for real. So, guys, what are you saying? Back for another session. Today, we're doing transformation of functions. And like I said, guys, this is all free, innit? There's on my website, there is homeworks for free. There are only 3 questions to keep your brain warm. If you don't have access, yeah, guys, just message me. Yeah, after the lesson, obviously, in the description, there is my WhatsApp or my Instagram, NeilDoesMaths. Message me there. I'll add you on there. There's a workbook for this. So, like, it's all free as well. So you can print it. You can follow along with me. Or you can kick back and watch and participate in the maths and just type away. Guys, I'd be really appreciative if you can hit the like button because it allows us to widen the community. Yeah, we want the Gustavo gang to expand as much as possible. Yeah, to join our family. So if you can hit the like button, it'll help me out a lot. It'll widen our community. And also make sure you're subscribed. And everyone go and follow me on TikTok because I'm going to post tons of videos on there as well. Yeah. So TikTok, Neil Does GCSE Maths. Go and follow me there. Hit the like button on this video and let's get started. How many of you guys have done functions in school? I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a warm up, innit? So maybe you've done this in school. Maybe you haven't. And also, if you're streaming from TikTok, come over to YouTube where you can interact with me, innit? So I'm going to give you guys a little overview of functions at GCSE, it does get quite deep, I can't lie. So I'm going to give you guys the foundations that will take you through to start off your GCSE Maths, innit? So, sir, is your name Neil? Yes, my name is Neil. Technically, Neil's an Irish name. I'm not Irish, but I don't know what my parents were thinking, but I'll go with it. Do I look like a Neil, guys? Do I look like a Neil? Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Mr. Neil. Kemcho. Yeah. My family are half Gujarati. That's why someone said Kemcho. What's up, Izan? What are you saying? Nah, I don't look like a Neil. Hey, guys, why you cussing me out, man? Cornford. Blurry. If your screen's blurry, refresh your screen, innit? Yeah, half Gujarati, half Italian. So half Gujarati, half Italian, and then I end up getting called Neil, innit? You gotta be in the middle. Gotta do like a neutral name. So, guys, in primary school was actually probably the first time you were introduced to functions. Why is that? You would have seen function machines. Do you guys remember these pictures? And what you did was you were sitting in the computer room, and then what was happening is you were just throwing in numbers, and then the machine would take the number, do some stuff to it, put out a number. Do you remember that? Now we can formalize this. At GCSE, we formalize this. So the whole point of a function, yeah, so listen carefully. The whole point of a function is that when you put a number into the function, it has to give you one number out. Yeah? Think of a computer. If you give the computer an instruction and it starts giving you multiple outputs, it's a rubbish computer, right? So the whole point of a function is that it has to give one number out. Yeah? Now you need to know some definitions. What you put into a function is known as the input. Makes sense. Input. What comes out is known as the output. Very simple. Yeah, look at this graph. We have the x-axis is known as the inputs. Yeah, these are x values. And the output are our y values. Yeah. Now, some of you might be doing further maths. If you're doing further maths, you can put an FM in the chat. You need to know this definition. So this is just a bit extra if you're doing further maths. The set of possible numbers, so all of the numbers that you are allowed to put in the function machine is known as the domain. Yeah. So all of you further mathematicians, write this down. Yeah. If you're doing normal GCSE, you don't need to. Yeah. So all the numbers you're allowed to put into the function machine is known as the domain. And all the numbers that come out as a result of the domain is known as the range. Yeah. So all you further mathematicians, two very important definitions. But this is for everyone. Look at this diagram. Yeah. The x-axis is known as the domain. They are your inputs. And you can see your input goes into your function. This could be like your function. And then out comes your number. Yeah. So x-axis, inputs. Y-axis, outputs. That's all you need to know. Yeah. Function notation is something at GCSE you need to understand. Yeah. Now in maths, we use F, obviously, for function. Let me change color. Yeah, Gus Gang, come on. So you take a value X. Yeah, so look at this. You take a value X. You submit it into the function. Yeah, we call that F. Yeah, we put a bracket around it. We're applying a function to a value of X. And that equals the output. Now, can you see the output here is 2x plus 3. What is that function machine telling us? It's telling us wherever your inputs are, double them and then add 3. Yeah, that's what our function machine is telling us. And this is how we write it. Yeah. So F, our function, is saying take your x values, double them, then add 3. So when you guys see a function, I want you to understand what the function is doing. So for example, guys in the chat, if my function was this, let's say that. What is that function machine telling us to do to our input? So in the chat, tell me. What is that function machine telling us to do to our input? So make sure you get in the right order. Gus Gang, come on. I like that. I see you, Aqua. Ah, you guys got in the right order. Good. So, guys, you're adding 1 first. Yeah, you're adding 1 first, then dividing by 3. Yeah? So, good. You guys are getting in the right order. Very important. All right, what about... what should we do? Should we do... Let's see if you get this one right. All right, what's that function saying? Olu, you just need to refresh, buddy. If it's blurry. What about this one? Let's see if you get in the right order. Hey, you guys are smashing it. What is this? Okay, yeah. You need to -2, and then you need to root it, yeah? So some students say root it first, and then -2, yeah? So guys, if I said root it, and then -2, it would be root the input, and then -2. It would be outside of the root, yeah? So good. The correct one is what you guys are saying. You -2 first, and then root, yeah? Nice. Okay, so... that means you guys understand now, when you see f of x is x cubed plus 1, we're cubing the number, and then we're adding 1. Nice, nice. Seb, if you're having trouble finding my website, just WhatsApp me after this stream, yeah? And I'll sort you out. Or some of my team will do it for you. Oh, write down what this function does. Sorry, guys, I actually told you already. So we're cubing, yeah? And then add 1. Nice. Neil, is this a... Alman, yeah, it'll be on my website and it'll be on YouTube still. Yeah, if you want to watch any parts back. Okay, guys, so can you tell me in the chat, what would f of 1 be then? So my input is now 1. What would it be? What would f of 1 be then? So remember, look at what it says in part A. It's saying we're cubing the number, then adding 1. Hey, Hafsa, what's up? Don't forget to... do the last part as well. Yeah, good. It's 2. Yeah? Remember what we're saying? We're cubing the number, then we're adding 1. Yeah? So we're taking 1, we're cubing it, then adding 1. 1 cubed is just 1, then when you add 1, it's just 2. Nice. Alright, let's see if you guys got this. What's f of -3 then? Follow the same process. What would f of -3 be? Hafsa, you're rapid, and Tanvir. You're all rapid, actually. Sonia, I can see you're slightly behind. Whenever you see this, can you refresh your page so that you're up to date with the stream? Guys, on the bottom, it should say live in red. Yeah, if it doesn't say live in red, it means you're not live with us. You just need to refresh the page or click the button and it will take it to live. Okay, so you're all saying -26. So we're taking -3, we're cubing it, then we're going to add 1. Okay, -3 cubed. -3 times -3 is 9. 9 times -3, -27. Then we're going to add 1. Yeah, common mistake. Students just make it -28. Yeah, they just do 27 plus 1. But remember, we're at -27. Yeah, so be careful. So we're making it larger, aren't we? So -26. Yeah. Okay. F of x is 28. What does x have to be? So guys, this is saying, what does the input need to be now? What number do you need to submit into the function machine in order for 28 to come out? Hey, you guys are quick. You guys are smashing it. You guys are sick. We love to see it. We love to see it. 3. All right, should we check it? So you're saying 3 cubed plus 1. Well, 3 cubed is 27, right? And then we're going to add 1. Yeah, 28. Good stuff. How would you do this algebraically? Look to the top. F of x is x cubed plus 1. And we want to know, when is that 28? You're just solving. Yeah, you're just going to -1 from both sides. X cubed is 28 minus 1, which is 27. Then you're just saying which cube number makes 27. And that's where you guys are getting 3 from. Yeah. So we can use functions to solve. We can use functions to draw graphs. We can use functions to do transformations. Guys, we use functions for everything, which is why your Your understanding of functions is really important. Yeah? Yo, Dan, L Mosey, W Bob. L Mosey, come on. Okay, cool, nice. Guys, let's get some noise in the chat. All right. Given f of x is x plus 2, write down expressions for f of 1, f of minus 4. Guys, in the chat, do both A and B for me, because you guys are smashing it right now. Do both A and B for me. Spamming noise. Thanks, Dan. I'm enjoying summer. Hopefully in London the weather improves, though. It's been a bit dead. Can't lie. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the weather, innit? Okay, good. So guys, the first one, f of 1. Yeah? Just to remind ourselves, yeah? This function is saying you're taking your inputs and adding 2. So if you're inputting 1 and adding 2, you get 3. Yeah? Part B, f of minus 4. You're taking your input and adding... Rayan, what are you on about? So you're taking your input and adding 2, yeah? So you get minus 2. Alright guys, what would part C be then? What would f of y be? What would f of y be? This is a bit different. I see you as on. Yeah, guys, please don't post the same thing over and over again. Yeah, because one of my mods might end up putting you in timeout. Yeah. Alright, good. Okay, so what does this mean? It's saying f of y is saying your input is now y. Yeah? So, guys, listen to my language. The language is really important. So my function machine, I don't think of it in terms of x and y either. I'm saying, look, my function machine takes your inputs and adds 2 to it. I have changed my input to y. So my function machine is going to add 2 to it. So my input is y, add 2. It's just the issue is a lot of students, they get taught initially to think of substitution and stuff like this. But like, you know, it is kind of like a substitution. But, well, it is technically a substitution. But with functions, I want you guys to think of it in terms of inputs and outputs. That's the best way to do it. All right, what about part D then? F of 3x. Remember, think about the inputs and outputs. It's still blurry. Again, that's going to be your internet, unfortunately. If you're on a laptop, maybe move around the house. Try go next to the router or something. Yeah. And also, guys, you can put plus in the chat if you agree with someone. But I can see a slightly more variance. But remember, what did we say? This function takes the inputs and adds 2. Yeah? My input is now 3x. That's my input. Add 2. Yeah? Add 2. So essentially what's going on here is your inputs are just changing directly. You're just replacing them. That's what it is. Yeah? But going forward, guys, think about inputs and outputs. Gustavo and that. Guys, we've hit 100 likes. That's crazy. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. It helps me out a ton. Make sure you're subscribed as well. And also don't forget to put Gustavo and Gus Gang in the chat. We're going to create a new movement. What did we do? I did, so with the A-level kids, we've obviously got Lun Gang, right? I think we've got a new gang. We got Lun Gang and Gus Gang. So Lun Gang primarily is with the A-level kids, right? I think with GCSE, we've got Gus Gang. Now, here's the thing, right? With Gus Gang, and here's what I did with the A-level kids, is you basically go on TikTok and you just find all these random videos, preferably maths ones, and you just hashtag Gus Gang or whatever, or post Gus Gang, and then you @ me, and then hopefully all of you guys will see it, and then you all just start tagging Gus Gang in every single TikTok video you see. I've had some funny ones. Like, if you guys find me some really funny TikToks and you just tag Gus Gang and then tag me, remember it's Neil does GCSE Maths. Guys, we can start a whole new movement here and you're all part of it. You can tag Lun Gang as well. But I think we've got Gus Gang going as well, which is quite funny. Okay, Gus Gang for life. Let's go. All right, guys. Next one. F of x is 2x. Who can tell me in the chat what f of x plus 2 would be? It was what Gus Fring. Lun Gang plus Gus Gang is Lungus Gang. Pilot, I like it. We Chad. I see a lot of you. Hey, you guys are, a lot of you getting the right answer because you're thinking about it in the correct way. Yeah. So when you read this, yeah, when you read it, f of x is 2x. You're doubling the inputs. So if my input is x plus 2, I need to double it. Yeah, I'm doubling my input. But guys, you have to be careful. This would not be correct because then you're just doubling the x. Guys, you need to double the whole thing. So make sure you put a bracket around it. Yeah. Now you can leave it like this or you can expand it as well. So 4x plus, sorry, what am I on about? 2x plus 4. Nice. All right, in the chat, guys, f of 3x, what's that saying? Gurom is quick there. Nice. Hey, Anvi, what's up? Okay, so, nice. Guys, remember, what is this saying? It's saying double the input, yeah? So my input is now 3x. So I'm going to double the input, yeah? Which we can simplify, yeah? Doubling that input, 2 lots of 3x is 6x, yeah? All right, part C. What's that saying? Remember, guys, if you want to do power, so like x to the power 4, if you want to type that to me on chat, then it would look like this. Yeah, so it's a chevron is on the 6. So if you want to do power, that's how it would look. I see a few of you got there. So instead of saying power, guys, you can just do that little chevron. And then, I think it's a chevron, this symbol. All right, good. So we're doubling the input. My input is x to the power 4. Double it. Yeah, I'm doubling x to the power 4. Nice. All right, let's see if I get you guys here. What's this? I'm not even going to read it. Yeah, I'm not even going to read it. I want to see what you guys get. What is that? Interested to see what answers you guys come up with here. I'm seeing a lot of 2x squareds. I'm seeing some 4x squareds. Let's give you guys a bit of a chance. So some 2x squareds, or it seems like half and half of 2x squared and 4x squared. Okay, so what does this mean? This is not saying square the input. It's not x squared. It's saying square the function. Yeah, it's saying whatever f of x is, square the whole thing. Yeah. Now f of x is 2x. It is literally saying to square that function. Yeah. But you cannot do this because then you're just squaring the x. Remember, you need to use a bracket. Yeah, you're squaring the function of f. Yeah, f is 2x. And you're squaring the whole thing. So, you do need to square the x, but you also need to square the 2. Yeah? So, you can't leave it like 2x in a bracket all squared. It needs to be 4x squared. Nice. Good stuff. Gus Gang, come on. Gus Gang, let's go. Hey guys, we're going to smash GCSE exams. If you're in year 11 next year. Zoya, do you have to write down all the answers on the workbook? Remember, Zoya, the workbook is for you. I've given it to you completely free. What you do with it is up to you. If you want to complete it, fill it out, go for it. I recommend you do so. If you don't want to, it's up to you. Yeah. Also, guys, remember, completely free. You can get my homeworks for this. Yeah. If you want that, just WhatsApp me. Yeah. Yo, Josh, you wish you came up. It does come up in year 13. Maybe not like this, but this is a year 13 topic, kind of. Kind of starts off the same when I teach you guys year 13. Shout out to all my year 13s joining me just for the bands. Alman, you got 4x squared because you're squaring f of x here. This is f of x. I'm squaring it. Yeah, f of x is 2x. I'm squaring both sides, but you need to put a bracket around this. Yeah. Aqua, that one was different. So you don't do the power of 4 on the 2 because remember the function is just doubling the inputs. The input changed to x to the power of 4. All I did was I doubled it. Yeah, all I did was I doubled it. Okay. Now, guys, a few of you have been asking me on WhatsApp and stuff again about my course, which starts in September. Yeah. So in September, I'm going to cover the full higher GCSE course. Yeah. If you're doing foundation GCSE, just message me separately. I do have something for you. But in September, I'm going to be covering the full GCSE curriculum for higher. And that's 2 hours each week, split up Tuesdays and Thursdays. Overall, throughout the year, it works out to 72 hours of lessons because it's 36 weeks long. Which means for every single lesson, guys, I give you a homework full of exam questions and also 24 practice papers to prepare you for your end of year exams. Yeah, very important. So you'll get on the standard package, you get all the homeworks, the lessons, video solutions. So the video solutions, guys, basically me walking you through all the answers and stuff. Yeah. Really, really important. Then you got the pro package. Yeah, the pro package is where I give you a mentor. Now, a mentor is one of my old students who got their A's, A stars, grade 9s, all of that stuff. They basically be your personal trainer. Yeah. Now, if you have any questions about this, you can also see my Trustpilot. These are my GCSE students and A-level students from last year. It's basically 5 out of 5. 5 stars, over 80 reviews. Yeah, so it works. But I only want students who want to put in the work. Yeah, if you're not going to put in the work, find somewhere else. I only want Gus Gang students who are going to be grinding every single week. So if you're interested, just stay to the end. I can give you some more details because I'm doing some special discounts, like over 70, up to 75% off. Yeah. How do you communicate with the mentor, Marigold? It's on Discord, so I can monitor all of the chats. If you're doing IGCSE, good question, Aksha. I do have something for you. The IGCSE course is the same as GCSE. There's just an extra bit like differentiation, that kind of stuff. Yeah. But I will tailor to you as well. It just won't be a live lesson, but I'll add those things in for on top of whatever I'm doing for GCSE. Yeah. So, guys, if you have questions about that, like prices and all that stuff, I don't want to put in the middle of the thing because I want you guys to concentrate on the maths as well. But just as a quick overview of my full GCSE course in September. But if you do want to lock in the special discount, then stay tuned to the end. Your bottle is changing color. This isn't a bottle. This is my mic. My bottle. That's so funny. I wish my bottle was changing color. Okay. That's funny. That's so good. Sir, can you tell me which country you live? I'm in England, based in London. Shout out Londoners and everyone else who's wherever you're based, in it. But okay, guys, part A. Nicktricity, there is homework for today. Yeah, completely free. Yeah, if you want to join, just message me on WhatsApp and I'll get you on board. Birmingham, shout out Broad Street. That's the only street I know. Alright, guys. We've got f of x, yeah, is x squared plus 3x minus 10. Find an expression for f of x plus 2. Guys, in the chat, how many of you guys think you know how to do that one? Without simplifying. all I'm doing is changing the inputs to x plus 2. Bottle of water. Goes over Scotland. Broad Street, yeah, come on. Ultimate Troll, x squared plus 2x minus 8. Let's see. UV, x squared plus 7x. Let's see. Envy, Watford. What is it? Harlequin and that. Come on. I see you, Gia. Let's see if you're right. Nice, Fogo. I see you, Finn. I assume you've simplified it as well. Let's see. Okay, guys, so this one, yeah, f of x, what is it doing to the inputs? It's squaring the inputs, it's then multiplying them by 3, and then adding and subtracting, yeah? So we're changing it to x plus 2. So my bottle of water is in the way. Can't see properly. So wherever you see the x, you're replacing it with x plus 2. But you need to remember your brackets. Yeah. So your x plus 2. Yeah, you're squaring it. Then you're adding 3 lots of x plus 2 minus 10. Yeah. Yo, Ren, what are you saying? Ren squared and that. Come on. So look at the highlights, guys. Wherever I see x, I have replaced it with x plus 2. Yeah. Now we need to simplify it. Yeah. All right, let's do it. I think we all know how to, well, hopefully we all know how to expand brackets. I'll do the 3x plus 2 at the same time. So it's right like this. So let's expand. X times x is x squared. You guys should be comfortable with this because we did that last week. Well, we did factorizing last week, right? Then we've got 2x. We've got another 2x. Then we've got 4. Then we've got 3x. Then we've got 6 minus 10. Let's see who was right. So you got x squared. 2x plus 2x is 4x. 4x plus 3x is 7x. Then we've got 4 plus 6, which is 10, minus 10, which cancels. That gives us 0. So I saw a couple of students get their x squared plus 7x. Well done. All right, guys. Hence solve f of x plus 2 is 0. Well, f of x plus 2 is x squared plus 7x. Make equals 0. Let's see who learned from last lesson. What are my solutions? Go ahead and solve that, guys. Can we not use the identity? Azan, you can if you want, if you prefer that. X squared plus 4 plus 2 lots of 2 times x, right? I see you, Finn and UV. Duos. Rapido. Aksha agrees with the pluses. So you got to think, how do you solve this quadratic? Okay, Richmond. Okay, so to solve this, guys, now this is we did stuff like this last week as well. To solve a quadratic like this, yeah, we don't need to do 2 brackets. Yeah, it's not necessary because there's no number on its own at the end of the quadratic. Yeah. Here, we notice that there is a common factor. Yeah, there is a common factor of x. So we do our normal factorizing. Yeah, the one you would have learned earlier on in your maths quiz. Okay, so you're going to do x squared divided by x is just x plus 7x. When you take out that factor of x, you're just left with 7. Yeah? Okay. Now, once you've factorized, yeah, the whole purpose of that is you've rewritten the quadratic as a product of 2 things. Yeah, product meaning multiplication. So, if 2 things multiply to give 0, one of them have to be 0. So either this first thing is 0, either x is 0, or the second bracket of x plus 7 is 0. Yeah? Now, x is 0 is just x is 0. But x plus 7 is 0. A positive 7 on the left side, when you move it to the other side, would be a minus 7. So x is minus 7. So just be careful. A lot of students jump from x plus 7 is 0 to x being 7. Yeah? So x is 0 or minus 7. Yeah, and you should say or as well. Yeah, very important. Okay, so guys, if you want to do more practice of solving quadratics, watch last week's stream. Yeah, so I'm not doing too much of this. Yeah, but if you want to do more factorizing and solving quadratics, I did one last week. Just go ahead and watch that one. Yeah, trust me, it'll be simpler when you do that. Ren squared, what's it? The answer is obvious there. Which bit about the previous is confusing you guys? So you have x squared plus 7x is 0. To solve a quadratic, you need to factorize. Here you need to factorize out a common factor. Yeah, in both of these two, there is an x. Yeah, so in both of these terms, there is an x. So you factorize out the x. Yeah. Then here, you're saying x times what? Yeah, when you factorize, you're saying x times what is x squared. Yeah, x times what is x squared? The answer is x. Yeah. Then you're saying x times what is 7x. Yeah, x times what is 7x? The answer is 7. Yeah, that's how you factorize. Then once you factorize and we solve, you're saying either this equals 0 or this equals 0. Yeah, so either x is 0 or x plus 7 is 0. Because two things that multiply to give 0, one of them has to be 0. Yeah? Then here you rearrange, you get x is minus 7. Yeah? When you move that to the other side. Okay, cool. Functions, very important in something known as transformation of functions. Sketch, f of x is x squared. So guys, you won't be able to tell me how it looks, but how many of you guys, if I asked you to sketch x squared, would know what it looks like? Don't forget the Gustavos and the nice guys when we go to the next slide. But how many of you guys would feel confident putting in x squared and doing a quick sketch of that? A few of you are saying yes. So you're saying no. Okay, good. It's a U shape. Yeah? Parabola. Yeah, good. The technical word is a parabola with a minimum turning point. Nice, Iron. So, the x squared graph, guys, it looks like a U. Yeah? So, let's sketch this in. That is y equals x squared. Yeah? So, let's fill in the table on the right, and then we're going to use that to sketch f of x plus 1. And we're going to come up with some rules here. Yeah? So, guys, filling in the table, yeah? Guys, if f of x is x squared, what would this number be? What would go in here? What would go in this box? If f of x is x squared, what would go in that box that I've shaded in? Remember, f of x is x squared. Yeah? So the function squares the x values. Okay, good. So it's 9, isn't it? Yeah? So by that logic, guys, I think you all know. When you square minus 2, it's going to be 4. Square minus 1, you get 1. Square 0. And then these are all the same, which is why the quadratic graph is symmetrical. Yeah? Okay. Now I'm interested by this. What would the value of f of x plus 1 be if you sub in minus 3? In the chat, guys, what do you think? What would f of x plus 1 be? This is interesting. Give you guys a chance to figure this one out. I'm seeing a lot of 10s. I'm seeing some minus 2s. I'm seeing some minus 8, 5. Let's check it. Alright, guys, watch this. This is very important. Watch this. So you're taking minus 3. Yeah, you're taking minus 3. And you're putting it in here. Yeah? So you're taking minus 3 and you're putting it in there. You get f of minus 3 plus 1. Well, minus 3 plus 1 is minus 2. F of minus 2. But we know what f of minus 2 is. Guys, in the chat, what is f of minus 2? Look at the table. What is f of minus 2? Look at the table. Exactly. It's 4. It's 4. This is f of minus 2. It's 4. Okay, guys, have a go. What would this box be then? Using the logic I just told you, what would it be when you sub in minus 2? Be very careful. I'm seeing a lot of 1s. Seeing some minus 1s. Let's see. Okay, it seems everyone seems pretty confident it's 1. Alright, let's check it. So, where I see minus 2, I'm going to put it in my function. Yeah? So f of minus 2 plus 1. Yeah? Minus 2 plus 1 is f of minus 1. Well, that's this value. It's 1. It's 1. Yeah? It's actually 1. You're reading the term to the right of it. This is 1. So guys, in the chat, what would this one be then? Let's see if you see the pattern. Let's see if you see the pattern. Remas, f of minus 1. F of minus 1 is 1. Yeah? F of minus 1 is 1. I think you guys spot the pattern. Yeah? It's 0. Yeah? Can you see what's happening? These numbers are just shifting to the left. So this is going to be 1. This is going to be 4. And this is going to be 9. Any ideas what this one will be then? This one, there's no shift there. We can't actually see it. Who knows what that one would be? You guys are quick, man. Yes. 16, isn't it? It's 4 squared. Yeah? It's going to be 4 squared. Nice. It's going to come from if we had carried on the table, right? Yeah? So, exactly. We're just following the squares. So, what's happening? Yeah? What's happening is that f of x plus 1, yeah? F of x plus 1, we can plot it. Yeah? So, for example, you have... Look at my highlights. Look at the coordinates. Basically, ignore the middle line. Let me just block it out. Just for a sec, guys, don't look at this. Let's plot this graph. So we have minus 3, 4. Yeah, so minus 3, 4, say here. Then we have minus 2, 1. Like this. Then you have minus 1, 0. Here. Then you have 0, 1. Yeah, 0, 1. Then you have 1, 4. So like that. 2, 9. Maybe up here. And then 3, 16 is going to be quite far up, right? So something like this, if I draw it semi-decent. It's still an x squared graph-ish. But it would kind of go up like this. Yeah? Now, who can describe... So remember, this is at 0, right? Who can describe how to go from this quadratic to that one? Who can tell me the simple transformation? Ren squared, it takes practice to be able to sketch this good. Who can tell me what the transformation is to go from the quadratic in part A to the quadratic in part B? Make sure you look at the correct way. Yeah? My advice, yeah, guys, look at this section here. Look at this point. Look at what happened to it. Make sure you get the right direction. Which way is it gone? Remember, you're going from the left one to the right one. Are you adding 1 to it or are you minusing 1 to it? Okay, good. We're going to the left by 1. Yeah, we're going to the left to go from there to there. Left by 1. Yeah. So guys, f of x plus 1, yeah, f of x plus 1 is telling us that you need to go to the left by 1. Yeah. So a lot of students think f of x plus 1, you must be adding 1 to the x values. But you're not. You're minusing 1 from the x values. It's actually doing the opposite. Really important piece of information. Let's look at another example which affects the y values. Okay, sketch f of x is x cubed. How many of you guys would feel confident drawing the cubic graph? Don't forget Gustavo in the chat, yeah? Gus Gang and that. How many of you would feel comfortable sketching x cubed? Kanika, you can go back, just click back on the stream. You'll be able to see the previous part because it's live streaming, yeah? Okay, so the x cubed graph, guys, you need to know what it looks like. The x cubed graph, the right side of it looks like a bit like a quadratic. It looks like this. But on the other side, it's like the quadratic reflected down. So it looks like this. Yeah? So that's what the cube graph looks like. It's a wavy line, Elijah. I like it. If that's what helps you remember it, for sure. So, the cubic graph, yeah, it starts from the bottom and ends up at the top. Yeah, this is the cubic graph. All right, guys, let's fill out this table. Who can tell me what's in here? Or tell me the first 3 numbers, guys, because then it will be simple, the other ones. So tell me in the chat, what would the first 3 numbers be? Aqua, the technical name is it's cubic. Yeah? The technical name is it's a cubic graph. I see you, Nitin. So guys, do the first 3 for me. In one line, tell me the first 3 that would go in that table. Okay, good. So guys, when you cube negative numbers, yeah, when you cube negative numbers, it's going to end up being negative. Yeah? Because it's a triple negative. Triple negatives always end up negative. Yeah? So all of them going to be minus. All of these are going to be minus. Then you're just cubing the 3, the 2, and the 1. 3 cubed is 27. 2 cubed is 8. 1 cubed is just 1. Yeah? 0 cubed, nice and simple, is 0. Then 1 cubed is 1. Then we have 8 and 27. So you can see half of it's positive, half of it's negative, which is why you can see in this cubic, half of it is negative, half of it is positive. But they have the same shape. Yeah? Okay. Guys, this is the important bit. Is 2f of x. So guys, what would this first box be? If it's 2f of x. Let's see if you interpret it properly. So 2f of x is just saying double f of x. What would that be? I mean, at your right, yeah? So this one's actually much simpler, right? We're literally just doubling minus 27. Yeah, we're doubling minus 27. 2f of x is actually much simpler. Yeah, we're literally going to take the row above and we're going to double it. Yeah, the previous one was a bit more difficult. Everything was shifting to the left. Yeah, it was a bit more difficult to read. But this one is literally saying wherever the f of x values are, double it. So you have minus 16, minus 2, 0, 2, 16, 54. Yeah? Okay, now I'm asking you guys, double it and give it to the next person. Guys, on the same diagram, how could you describe the function 2f of x? How can you describe the function 2f of x relative to the x cube graph? So this black line here, or curve, how would you draw 2f of x on that same graph? So you could say it'll be a bit thinner, it'll be taller, wider. How would you describe it? 2f of x. Then I'll give you guys a way to figure it out. So some saying wider, some saying steeper, some are saying thinner. longer. I know what you mean by longer. Think about it like this. For example, look at these. So here you have 1, 1. Yeah? But on the transformed graph, you have 1, 2. So it'll be like here. This is 1, 2. Then, on this graph, you have, what is it, 2 and 8. But on the other one, you would have 2, 16. It's going to be all the way up here. Way up here. So do you guys think it'll be wider? Do you think it's still going to be wider? So it's still at 0, 0. Does it look wider? Yeah, it looks a bit skinnier, right? It's going to be steeper. And here it's going to be steeper. Yeah? So tall and steeper for sure. Yeah? Okay. I didn't actually write down an expression for 2f of x. Yeah? So guys, if f of x is x cubed, who can tell me what 2f of x would be? What would its equation be? So it's steeper, taller, thinner, for sure. What would 2f of x be though? Here I'm literally saying wherever the function is, you're just doubling it. Yeah, wherever the function is, just double it. Good. 2x cubed. You're just literally putting a 2 in front. Yeah? Alright. Here's the key question, guys. What is the transformation to go from f of x to 2f of x? What is that transformation? Who thinks they can describe it to me? So remember, f of x plus 1 was a shift to the left by 1. Who thinks they could describe this one to me? Okay, guys, when you say times 2, you also need to tell me in which axes. Yeah? In which axes. Be careful, Gia. If you shift it up, then they wouldn't both be meeting at 0, 0, right? So they still both meet at 0, 0. Good, Tahira. An enlargement. Yeah? So the technical word we should be using here, guys, is an enlargement, scale factor 2, and like you're all saying as well, in the y-axis. So it's an enlargement of scale factor 2 in the y-axis. Nice. Guys, let's get some Gus gang in the chat. So, f of x plus 1, the technical, so even though we're saying shift to the left by 1, it's a translation. Yeah, so I don't even know if I wrote this. It's a translation by the vector. So guys, when you move to the left, yeah. So do you remember your easy vectors on the grid? The top number is the x-axis and the bottom number is the y-axis. So if you're moving to the left, you're putting -1 on the x and nothing on the y. So that's f of x plus 1. Then enlargements is multiplying by 2. But you have to say scale factor. Yeah? Azan, scale factor means, like, for example, if you have a square of length 1, 1, and then you have another square of length 2, 2, the scale factor is just telling you how many times you're multiplying all the x or y values by. Yeah? That's what it means. Okay. So, guys, I'm going to test you on your transformations knowledge. So, we saw that sketching f of x plus 1 decreases the x values by 1 relative to f of x, and 2f of x doubles the y values. Can we come up with rules, more generally, on how modifications inside and outside of the function will affect the graph? So, guys, if you change something inside the bracket, does it affect the x-axis or the y-axis? If you're changing inside the bracket, is it the x-axis or the y-axis? Which one is it? Good. Inside the bracket, guys, is the inputs. Inputs means x-axis. Yeah? That means if it's outside, it's the y-axis. Yeah, very important. Now, guys, think about this. Think about the f of x plus 1 that affected the x values. If I say plus 1 inside the bracket, Do we do what we expect, or is it the opposite? What do you guys think? Do you do what it says, or do you do the opposite? If it's inside the bracket. If I say f of x plus 1, do you add 1 or do you minus 1? Are you doing what it says, or the opposite? Okay, we do the opposite. Remember, f of x plus 1 actually shifted to the left. We actually minus 1. So it does the opposite. And if we're dealing with the y's, it do as we're told. Yeah? So we expect it. Yeah? Like the 2f of x, remember we just times the y values by 2, isn't it? Okay, guys. Tell me, what is this transformation? If I told you f of x plus 2, what transformation is that? What transformation is f of x plus 2? You can keep it basic. You don't need to say vectors or anything like that. But also tell me in which axes. So a lot of you are saying minus 2, which is correct. But in which axes? In which axes? Remember what we're doing inside the bracket. Good. X-axis, guys. Remember, inside the bracket is x-axis. So we're minusing 2 on all the x values, which means we're shifting to the left. Yeah? So we're shifting to the left. Now, the technical is we're going to say a translation. Yeah, so guys, you need to know the technical words. Translation means left, right, up, down. Yeah? Translation by the vector. Who can tell me what the vector is? You can tell me as a coordinate. Tell me as a coordinate. What would the vector be? What number goes on the top? What number goes on the bottom? What number goes on the top? And what goes on the bottom? Is it 0 minus 2 or minus 2, 0? Okay, so it's minus 2 on the top, guys. So remember, the top is the x and the bottom is the y. So if we're going minus 2 left, if we're going this way, that's the x-axis. Yeah, so we're going back by 2 and we're not changing on the y. Yeah? Okay, good. What about 2f of x? Actually, we've done this one. Yeah, guys, we did that one. That was the enlargement scale factor 2, right? Okay, what is this transformation? Remember, changes outside of f of x. We're looking at this one. Who can tell me what f of x plus 5 is? What is that going to do? F of x plus 5. Remember, plus 5, good. In which axes, though? Plus 5 in which axes? I see one person's put it. 2 people have put it. Good. It's plus 5 on the y-axis. Yeah? So, guys, if you're plussing 5, is that a translation or is it an enlargement? Is it a translation or an enlargement? If you're just plussing 5, translation or enlargement? Translation. Good, Swift. Good, guys. Translation. So it's a translation by the vector. Okay, guys, what would the vector be then if you're moving up by 5? Yeah, you're adding 5 to all the y values. Yeah, addition means you're moving up, down, left, right. Yeah? I see you, Nitin. I see you, Nefemi. Good, guys. So you're not moving in the x-axis, so it has to be 0. And you're going up by 5, so 5. Yeah? Cool. Next one, guys. Last one. Who thinks they can tell me the full statement? F of x minus 3. Who can tell me now the full transformation? Nice one, Malix. I'm glad it helped you out, buddy. I see you, Aqua. Be careful, though. Remember, f of x minus 3. You're doing the opposite of what it says. Yeah? So, guys, we're doing what's inside the bracket. We're doing the opposite of what it says. I see you, Ayla. Filson, it is in EdXL, for sure. I see you, Chris and Swift. Okay, good, guys. It's the translation again. Yeah, it's very important we get the translations correct. By the vector. Yeah, now x minus 3. You're doing the opposite, remember. You're adding 3. So you're adding 3 to the x values and you're doing nothing on the y values. Yeah? Good. Guys, let's get some noise in the chat. Let's get some Gus gang. Maybe get some Lun gang in there as well. Let's get all the gangs in there. K-Bills, probably like another 10 minutes or something like that, I reckon. Remember, these sessions go on between like an hour and a half. It depends. So this one should be finishing nice and soon. Nice and Gus gang, come on. And Lun gang, guys, don't give Lun gang some love as well. Make it 2 hours. In my full course, they're 2 hours. Here we're doing warm-ups, innit, for September. Okay. So, guys, we want to write down what effect each transformation would affect each point. Yeah? So, guys, here, f of x plus 3. In the chat, can you tell me what would the new coordinate be after you apply that transformation? What would the coordinate be after the transformation? You got to think, f of x plus 3, what does that do to the coordinates? Hey, you guys are smashing it. So remember, f of x plus 3, yeah, remember it's doing the opposite. We're moving. So here I'm going to do it informally, but we're going left by 3. We're minusing 3 to all the x values. Here's your x value. We're minusing 3. So it's minus 2, 1. This one, you're minusing 3 from the x values. That will be 1, 0. This one, you're minusing 3, which is 0 minus 2. Yeah, exactly. Guys, what would this one be? I'm not going to tell you the transformation yet, but who can tell me what the new coordinate would be? Nice, Pug. You're going to be a very advanced year 8 kid. That's for sure. Hey, you guys are finding this easy. Oh, I think I muted my mic. You guys are finding this easy now. You guys are crushing it. Alright, so what does this do? F of x minus 1. The minus 1 means we're subtracting 1 from all the y values. Yeah, so look at the first coordinate. Yeah, look at the y value. We're just subtracting 1 from that, which is 0. But you still have 1 in the x. Yeah, so going forward, we're just minusing 1 from all the y values. So 4 minus 1. Here, minus 2 minus 1 is minus 3. Yeah? Alright, let's see if you guys get this one correct. F of 3x. What would the new coordinate be? What would the new coordinate be? Remember, inside the bracket, you're doing the opposite of what it's telling you. I see you, Nitin. So it's saying 3x. Remember, that's saying 3 times x. Remember, we're doing the opposite of what you think. Opposite when it's in the inside. Exactly. Nice, guys. Yo, you're smashing it. So you're dividing the x values by 3. Yeah? Move this out of the way a bit. You're dividing. So this is saying you're dividing all the x's by 3. Divide the x's by 3. So 1, just divided by 3 is 1/3. And then nothing happens with the others. Here, you do 4 divided by 3. Exactly. 0. Then the last one, 3 divided by 3 is 1. Nice, guys. What about this one then? 4f of x. This is now outside of the bracket. So tell me, what would it be now? 4f of x. What is the new coordinate? Be careful. 4 is outside. Is it affecting the x or the y values? Be careful. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. So the 4 on the outside, guys. The 4 on the outside is multiplying the y values by 4. So you're multiplying the y values by 4. So it's going to become 4. And then the 1 stays the same. Yeah, the second coordinate, guys, what would that one be? If it's 4, 0, and you're doing 4f of x, what would that be? I thought I'd trick you, but it looks like it hasn't worked. 4 times 0 is just 0, isn't it? 4, 0. It doesn't change. Then the last one, guys. 3 minus 2 times 4 is minus 8. Good stuff. Alright, last one, guys. What's this going to be? In the bracket, it says x divided by 3. Thanks, Plug. Respect. My brain's actually working. I'm glad to know, Serenity. That's what I want to hear. Good. So, guys, we're doing the opposite, right? Azan, exactly. We're doing the opposite. So, this is x divided by 3. We're actually going to times all the x values by 3. Yeah? So, 1 times by 3 is 3. 4 times 3 is 12. And finally, guys, 3 times 3, 9. Guys, let's get some Gus Gang in the chat. You guys are smashing it. Gus Gang, come on. Gustavo and that. Gus Gang. Guys, we need to continue this trend. TikTok. Neil does GCSE Maths. I have Neil does Maths. Neil does GCSE Maths. We need to take over GCSE TikTok, innit? I remember, you go on random people's videos and you just tag Neil does GCSE Maths and you tag Gus Gang, innit? Okay, last question. Duos, I already have a cult. Lun Gang is a cult, but I think GCSE we got Gus Gang, innit? I think Gus Gang is the GCSE cult now. Although Lun Gang's still part of it, I think Gus Gang is the GCSE one. Roger that. Come on. Make sure you tag me as well, guys. Okay. So it says in this question, the blue graph shows the curve with equation y equals f of x. Write down the red equation in terms of f. Okay, guys. Look at the red graph and look at the transformation. Who can tell me what the function is in terms of f? Look at the transformation. Lungus. Okay, I see x plus 3. Okay, so you're minusing 3, but what would that be in terms of f, guys? So it looks like we're minusing 3, right? But what would that be in terms of f? F of what? What would f have to be if you're going to shift everything back by 3? So I'm making it lungus. Okay, guys, remember, in the bracket does the opposite. Yeah, so if you're minusing 3 to all the x values, you have to do the opposite, and it would be x plus 3. Yeah, x plus 3. Okay, guys, go down for a sec. Look at this one up here. Well, down here. This is f of x. Who can tell me what the red graph would be? It looks to be affecting the y values. It looks to be affecting the y values. You have to think, is it being multiplied or is it going up? What do you guys think? So you have to think, has it been shifted up or has it been multiplied? What's happening here? I see one correct answer. 2. Okay, so this one, guys, quite a few more. So, guys, this one's just been shifted up by 2. Yeah, it's gone up by 2. Because the shape of it hasn't changed. Yeah? So, guys, we're adding 2 to all the y values. Which means it's going to be your f of x. Yeah, nothing's changing in the x. And we're adding 2 to it. Yeah? Sweet. So, there's no multiplication. If you were to do multiplication, it could be 3f of x, but it would be a much steeper graph. Yeah, it's not a steep graph here, it's the same shape. All right, let's see if you guys can do this. Here's your f of x. This is like a tough question. This would be like a grade 8 like style question if I was to give it as a fresh question. Who thinks they know what the red graph would be in terms of f. What would the red graph be in terms of f? Look very carefully. It looks wider. It looks wider. So f of x is the blue. What would the red one be? 1 has gone to 3 somehow, but also the shape of the graph has changed. Pariansha, so you said 2f of x. I think that might be for the previous one. Soon, Mr. Ball. This one's gone wider. So we clearly haven't shifted it. Guys, it's a multiplication. We've multiplied the x values by 3. Yeah? Guys, we've multiplied the x values by 3. We've widened it. But what would that be in terms of f? 2, you're close. Remember, it has to be inside the bracket. Remember, anything on the inside of the bracket does the opposite of what you think. Anything inside. So guys, a lot of you are writing f of 3x. Remember, inside the bracket does the opposite of what you think. Opposite of what you think. Still not seeing the right answer? Nitin, it needs to be inside. Alright, good. Well done, guys. X over 3. That's a tough question. Yeah? Very tough question. But with experience, it gets better over time. Yeah? Guys, let's spam some Gus Gang in the chat. Let's go. That's the introduction to functions. Serenity, make sure you put the x first there. So x over 3 rather than 3 over x, yeah? What would be an equation where both the coordinates and the point of the origin? That would be f of x plus 1. F of x plus 1 would do that, yeah? It's not 3x. It's times by 3. But then the function would be f of x over 3. Yeah? Okay. Guys, please make sure you hit the like button. Yeah? Guys, let's continue this Gus Gang stuff as well. So on TikTok, I'm going to be uploading loads more videos. Yeah? I want you guys to join the movement. Remember, we started a cult here. So it's Neil does GCSE Maths. Guys, on all my videos, be spamming Gus Gang and that. Start the movement. Yeah. Lun Gang is mostly for the A-level kids. You lot are all still part of Lun Gang. But GCSE, we've got Gus Gang as well. So be spamming that on TikTok. Make sure you subscribe to his YouTube channel. Yeah, make sure you follow me on Instagram. Instagram, NeilDoesMaths. I just post random stories about my day. So make sure you guys hit me up on that. Actually, do you guys want to be on my Instagram? Guys, give me a yeah if you want to be on my Instagram. And I'm going to post something right now. Alright. Let's do a story. Okay, you guys ready? That means you guys have to come up on my Instagram, innit? Alright. Okay. What's up, Instagram? Just in the middle of a lesson right now. With the GCSE kids, we're doing transformation. We've started a new group called Gus Gang. Guys, get spamming. Show Instagram what you're all about. Show us that you're active, going crazy. Did you like the lesson? Let them all know. You love to see it. You love to see it. At the moment, there's about 132 students in there. We're having a lot of fun. Learning some GCSE maths. This is the energy I want on my streams. You love to see it. Gus Gang for life. Let's go. What's up, Instagram? Guys, you're so jokes. Guys, make sure you go on. What should I make my should I do a like an emoji like this? Oh, there you are. Which emoji should I use? What would be the official Gus Gang emoji? What emoji should I use for Gus Gang? A skull, fire, a nerd. It could be a nerd. I was thinking, oh, we need to find a Gus Gang. brain, skull. Dancing man. Cowboy. I quite like cowboy. I might do cowboy for now. On what's it? Alright, there we go. Guys, you have to all go on Instagram and press that button in it. Unfortunately it's mirrored, which is a bit annoying. Why is it mirrored? Anyway, it's on Instagram. Guys, go on Instagram and press that button in it. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. You guys asked me about my course. Guys, if you want to ask me about my course, remember, starting from September, 2 lessons a week covering the full GCSE curriculum, 72 homeworks with 10 questions per week. It's a ton of questions, 24 papers to prepare you for your exams. Now, a lot of you are asking me about the price. I'm just going to put on the screen. Now, it's a one-off cost, yeah? It's up to 62% off. If you send me the code word summer, I'll give you crazy discount, yeah? Basically, if you want a mentor for the whole year, it's 400. And for the whole year, you could do 250 without the mentor. And here is how much it works up to per hour. Yeah, it's easy if you guys see per hour. That's how much it works up to. It's a one-off thing, and then that's it. You're done for the year. So if you want it, guys, the spots are limited. Yeah, the spots are limited. Just go to my WhatsApp. The link is in the description. Send me the code word summer. Lock your place in. And like I said, guys, I only want students who are going to grind. Yeah, students who want to work hard. They're the only ones I want on my course. So if you're interested, message me the code word summer. If you're in an earlier year group, say you're in year 9 or something, then I have a Key Stage 3 course. Sky, where in the description of this video, there's a WhatsApp link. Just click that, and then you'll be able to message me. Just send the code word summer first, though. Yeah. Tube, year 10, my recommendation is if you're in year 10, it's better to do my higher, my advanced Key Stage 3 course where I cover the foundations of GCSE. Then next year, you do my full GCSE course, because the higher Key Stage 3 course is really important to build the foundations for the grades up to grade 5 and 6. Then higher, I focus on the grade 5 to 9. Yeah. So if you're in year 10, still message me, and I still got some discounts going on. Year 9, guys, if you're in year 10, year 9, year 8, year 7, whatever, doesn't matter. Message me, and I still have something for you. Yeah, don't worry, I'll look after you. Yeah, but otherwise, guys, send me the code word summer if you're interested. But as always, guys, before you leave, you need to post Gus Gang. Make sure you go to my TikTok, follow me on Instagram. We're gonna have a lot of fun this year, trust me. And I'll say, obviously, peace out. I'll see you all in a week. Yeah, in a week. Make sure you're all here, 2:30. Gus Gang for life. Let's go. Ren Squared, come on, man. Our TikTok's different. If you don't have TikTok, guys, you're just gonna have to get TikTok to join the movement, innit? Gus Gang for life. And Lun Gang for real, for real. No worries. You're welcome, guys. Take care. If you want to do my homeworks, make sure you message me as well, and I'll add you on. Yeah, WhatsApp me, and I'll give you my homeworks. Remember, they're all free. So, no worries, guys. Take care. Bye, guys. Black hole. Try not to spam, please. Otherwise, I'll have to put you in timeout, my friend. I don't want to have to do that. Nando's brave. Exactly. See you guys. See you guys. Take care. Make sure you help my description. Gus Gang for life. It's fine, he stopped. Thanks, Black Hole. Gus Gang, Gus Gang. Gus Gang for life. Do you have any stream? Yeah, I do have stream mods, Red Squid. Yes, Mr. Ball, class is technically finished. Pun Squid, Gus is short for Gustavo, and Gustavo is what I use to say good stuff. So it's short for good stuff. Dolly, have I ever played Lemmings? Isn't that an area in north of England? Oh no, that's Leeming. I haven't played that, unfortunately. Yes, Sky, it is on the website. Just message me and I'll put you on it, yeah? Make a song titled Gus Gang. Rich, if you make me a tune, maybe if you write me the lyrics, maybe I'll make a tune in it. Yes is on. That's correct for the previous one. I'll check out Dolly. Nice one, Sir Plug. Check it out. Gus Gang for real. Guys, I'm going to be ending the stream in about 30 seconds, so get your Gus Gangs in before you leave. Make sure you hit the like button as well. You'll give it to me next lesson. Nice. It is a social club as well, Kanika. We're here to learn maths and to have fun. We're a family, innit? Gus Gang for life. I won't rent Squid. I don't even know what YouTube memberships are, to be honest. Gus Gang for life. Guys, I'll see you all on TikTok. Yeah? I'll see you all there and next week. Peace out, guys. Take care.